Well, hello again. My name is Jeffrey Davis. I'm host of Radio Entrepreneurs, and I want to thank all of those who are still in business and keeping the economy going during this crisis. I don't like calling it a crisis. Why don't we call it a economic shift as for our purposes? Uh, and there are a lot of businesses still in business, doing business in new ways, going to market in new ways, and we're trying to highlight those companies that are finding new ways to do business. Our next guest on the show is Brendan Gilson, president of the Best Seats VIP. Welcome.
Pleasure to be back on, Jeff. Thank you.
So, there's been a lot of concerts lately. So, why don't you tell us what you've been doing?
Yeah, it seems like the industry is now going virtual. So, like you said, there's a lot of artists and fans and celebrities and influencers that are turning to their phones and to Zoom. Like we're doing right now. So, we're following that path as well because, as you know, Jeff, we still have access to all the athletes, the performers, the celebrities, the cool people that our clients, want to meet. So we're bringing them, to their phone. So we're setting up, virtual FaceTime sessions, bringing them on our social media to do an interactive IG, live chat, having them put together really cool video messages. So we're definitely being creative with, how we're bringing the cool VIP experiences that we once were in person, now virtually.
Right. And I would assume your old business is on hold for now. Right?
Yeah. As everyone knows, a lot of the summer events, concerts, sports have been postponed, and no one knows, when they're going to reschedule or when they're going to start back up. One of the big questions is, what is the NBA and the NHL going to be doing? Are we looking at the playoffs with no fans in this stadiums? Are we looking at the whole season being, shut down and we start back up in the fall? So we're anxiously awaiting to see what happens with those. And then the fall as well.
And I've been wondering, since they're not selling seats, is it going to be on regular network TV, or are they going to do sort of a pay-per-view type of thing like boxing does as a way of getting, seats in the chair?
Yeah.
Or maybe a combination of both.
Yeah, it could be a combination of both. But like the commissioner was saying, I think Adam Silver said this like last month, where 99% of the population aren't at the actual event. They're watching it from their handheld phone or their laptop. But it would be a whole different experience. And a lot of the players, were saying how they really don't want to end up playing with no fans in the seats. That's a huge portion of, why it's so fun for them.
Well, I understand the fans, and they could put sound effects in some of these stadiums too. There are ways around it and scoreboard antics, but something like baseball. I leave golf alone because I don't like golf, but something like baseball where the players are physically separated, if they can deal with like sliding and maybe no tagging and stuff like that and just alter the rules. It's tough with sports like basketball where people are sweaty and jumping on each other. Hockey's a little bit better. They're fully clothed. It's cold out there.
Yeah.
So, but it's going to be an adjustment, I think,
to
figure out what to do. For me personally, it's funny. I'm a avid participant in sports, and I'm an avid watcher of sports. I haven't missed watching sports as much as I thought I would. It's more the doing sports. Well, I can go with that. I binge watch certain shows now that I didn't watch. I'm catching up on great shows, great stories.
Touché.
But I know some people. My son loves basketball. He'd love to see the Celtics.
Yeah.
It's not gonna. I don't know if that's gonna happen right now.
Yeah, for us, for us, it's more about being at the experience with our clients. That's what we miss the most. Because we're out there almost every night at the event that we set up for our folks, Jeff. So it's been a huge adjustment for us to figure out a new structure, a new routine, not being able to get in front of our clients face to face. Set up meetings. Because as you all know from our last interview back in December, a lot of what we specialize in is B2B business. Working with companies and putting together these really cool, corporate experiences for their folks. And yeah.
Interesting. So give us a look into the future. What do you think it's going to look like in the next 3 to 6 months? Do you have any sense?
Well, it's a guessing game because nobody knows. Everyone is, speculating. I do think that this summer it's going to be pretty dull in terms of the concerts and the sports. I think if there's any sport, Jeff, that does come back in the summer, it'll be late summer for baseball, and then fingers crossed, football starts up as scheduled. But concert-wise, I mean, like I just have to be, realistic. Packing these venues of 10,000, 15, 20,000 people it just seems far-fetched right now. If something changes, then
well, if you look at the the estimated dates for everybody to be tested for the virus,
right.
And I think that's a prerequisite. We need to know who has it, who carries it, who's contagious or not. That curve is much further out than the concert curve. So how are you gonna, what are you doing as an entrepreneur to survive during that period of time?
Yeah. So we're very, very fortunate, Jeff. We don't have any overhead, so that's huge for us, right? Secondly, and I've been sharing this with all of our folks, we've been looking to reshift and to rebrand ourselves and to create a whole new brand identity. And so I'm someone that personally thinks, everything happens for a reason, and, timing is everything. So we're going to be shifting our focus and, trying to figure out how we can come out of this with the whole new brand, a new logo, a new company name, because that's something that we've been looking to, shift over the past 5 to 8 months now. So that's one of our top goals. Secondly, we're still trying to create some pretty cool virtual experiences, like I had mentioned. So we've done, some virtual VIP experiences with Doug Flutie, some cast members from The Office, from Ozark, some retired athletes, some current players from the Celtics, the Patriots. We're looking to do some very cool things with them, as well as looping in a lot of the companies and, for example, the hospitals that we work with, Jeff. We're looking to, bring some light to their staff and to donate some masks as well for them. So just, small things that will add up to be big.
Well, that's good. So you're really looking at creating your own sort of mini events that people would pay to participate in.
Right.
So you could get Chris Gerald, my producer, and myself and our friends. We could do like tennis bloopers. And,
exactly.
Just watching us play is a tennis blooper. So,
yeah.
so if someone's looking to connect with you, Brendan, and really find out more about what you're doing or what could be available, how would they do that?
So we have a lot going on right now via social media. So I'm always telling everyone, Jeff, to sync up with us on LinkedIn. We post there probably 3 to 5 times every day. So feel free to sync up with me, Brandon Gilson, as well as Facebook and Instagram and social, Twitter. It's at TheBestSeats, our website, TheBestSeatsVIP.com. Very simple. Hopefully that'll be changing midsummer, if not early fall, but yeah, and we always love to meet new folks, especially during this time, to see how we can help them out.
Right. And we'll hear from you as you progress, correct?
For sure, 100%.
Just in case everybody didn't catch it, Brendan Gilson, president of The Best Seats VIP. Just look up The Best Seats VIP or find them on Radio Entrepreneurs. My name again is Jeffrey Davis, actually of MAGE LLC management consulting firm. Sadly, this is always, like it usually is, a busy market for us because we specialize in helping companies make change during times of transition, make change in general, family business, private businesses. So this has been a hectic time for us as well.
Yeah.
Prefer to work in a market that's a little bit more booming because people are happier, but we're
Right.
busy as well. Looking forward to speaking to you again in the future, and
Awesome.
Good luck.
Awesome.
And
Thank
we'll
you
be right
very much.
back
Appreciate it.
with more stories on Radio Entrepreneurs.